Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy, and Gordy Eye Care for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Enjoy huge savings on our complete lineup of GMC Sierras and GMC Terrains. Full-size and powerful GMC Sierra at $13,500 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Drive away in the stylish GMC Terrain as low as $395 a month. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile!
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always. For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
Georgia-Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple of years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Masterwall CEO Steve Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, Steve, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover the 50 different highest schools and all the different sports without Masterwall and different businesses like yourself. But you're also a coach and now a award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. I loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction, and kind of do the same thing with business. So, you got to build it with a lot of good people around you, the right support group, and once again, I call it a ministry because that's the way I see it.
You can get this award-winning book right now on Amazon, and it's going to tell the whole story of C. Smithwick from being an award-winning coach and a Hall of Famer and having the court named after him and then building this incredible business. I can't wait to dive into it, Coach.
Good. Hope you enjoy it. It's about never giving up. So that's what a coach needs to know. It's what an entrepreneur needs to know.
The name of it is Believer, Bulldog, Coach, right now on Amazon. And thank you again to C. Smithwick and Masterwall for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Thanks for having me.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with third row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do. 1, 2, 3. Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are. And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Perdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. Tonight we're at Calvary Christian School, where we'll have the baseball game between the homestanding Knights and the Warriors of Russell County in just a little bit. But first, there will be a pregame ceremony that will be honoring Calvary's archery team, and we're going to allow our system to pick up the PA announcer as they honor the archery team here at Calvary. And then we'll be back to start tonight's baseball game in just a little bit. So remain with us as the archery ceremony gets underway here in just a couple of minutes.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Enjoy huge savings on our complete lineup of GMC Sierras and GMC Terrains. Full-size and powerful GMC Sierra at $13,500 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Drive away in the stylish GMC Terrain as low as $395 a month. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile!
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Masterwall CEO C. Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, C, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover different high schools and all the different sports without different golf, but you're also a coach and now a award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. Loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction, and kind of do the same thing with business. So, you got to build it with a lot of good people around you, the right support group. And once again, I call it a ministry because that's the way I see it.
You can get this award-winning book right now on Amazon, and it's going to tell the whole story of C. Smithwick from being an award-winning coach and a Hall of Famer and having the court named after him and then building this incredible business. I can't wait to dive into it, Coach.
Good. Hope you enjoy it. It's about never giving up. So that's what a coach needs to know. It's what an entrepreneur needs to know.
The name of it is Believer, Bulldog, Coach, right now on Amazon. And thank you again to C. Smithwick and Maxwell for their support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Thanks for having me.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts.
for the thinkers, and the doers, for old friends. Coca-Cola, for everyone.
Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and the Master Wall Calvary Game of the Week here on the campus of Calvary Christian in Columbus, Georgia. The visiting Warriors of Russell County come in tonight with a record of 13-14, and they take on the Calvary Knights coming in with a record of 7-12. I'm Mike Peacock along with our producer Ricky Rogers. We're proud to bring this one to you tonight. And Ricky and I had this game starting at 6 o'clock, but that was not correct as they had a JV game, and then just prior to the game, as most of you heard if you were tuned in, they honored the state champion archery team before this contest tonight. Congratulations to all those. That's the first GIAA state championship in archery for Calvary, and a big accomplishment for the Knights, and a great ceremony just before the game. On the mound tonight for the Knights is Liam Hokut, a commit to Snead State for next year at the next level in Boaz, Alabama. And he will be facing a tough Russell County lineup led off by Van Richards, their top hitter, their top run producer, and just very well-rounded, very good baseball player. And he's getting ready to stand in there against Hokut. Calvary in their home whites tonight. Russell County in their cardinal or maroon jerseys with white pants. And we're just about to get underway. Beautiful, beautiful evening here in Columbus, Georgia. Hokut works from the stretch all the time. And the first pitch of the game is low and away for ball one. Richard stands back in. Hokut has time. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And suffice it to say that neither one of these teams are where they wanted to be at this time of the year. But they are still competing and still playing hard. The 1-1 pitch. Outside, ball 2. From Hokut. Hokut also good football player, good basketball player here at Calvary. Sport athlete this year. Last couple of years he's been a two-sport athlete. That one off the inside corner. It's 3 balls and a strike. And Richards can be selective here on the next couple of pitches. He can look for one where he wants it on a 3-1 count. The pitch at the knees, strike 2. Good pitch that time by Hokut. Did not throw him the proverbial get it over fastball right there. He actually burned one on the outside corner at the knees. Full count. And the payoff pitch. Fouled off down the left side up onto the bank. Ricky, something you may not know is I helped clear that bank one Saturday morning. And that was not a lot of fun. Just not going to lie to you. And we'll do the 3-2 again. Hokut delivers, and that ball's up and away outside, and Richards draws the leadoff walk. So the leadoff hitter aboard for the Warriors, and that'll bring up E.J. Richards. So Richards and Richards to lead off. The Richards family well represented in the first 2 spots in the order. The pitch. Strike one on the outside corner. And we've got other action elsewhere around. Last Ricky checked, Northside was up big on Harris County in their final game of the series today. A complete turnaround from yesterday when Ricky and I were at Northside. Breaking ball gets away, and down to second base on the wild pitch goes Van Richards. That one just came out of his hand early and never got anywhere close. 12-1 Northside. They are in the 5th inning up at Harris County. And I can't remember, where else have we got games going on today, Ricky? Busy day yesterday, and we pretty much stay busy here at Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Time called. Yeah. Callaway at Harris County Soccer, Central at Smith Soccer, and these are the only two baseball games, Northside Harris County and Russell County Calvary. So still a lot going on. The 1-1 pitch from Hokut. Down low, ball 2. One Richards out at second base, the other Richards in the batter's box with a 2-1 count as Russell County tries to get a rally going here in the top of the first. Long look by Hokut. Finally the pitch. Down low, ball 3. The senior righty got to get in his rhythm here. He's into the stretch now. The 3-1 pitch. Fouled off and sticks over there, and now it falls out. It caught between the net and the roof line of the clubhouse building over there and looked like it was going to stay there, but it finally rolled its way loose and fell out. And we'll do it again. 3-2 the count. The pitch down low, ball 4. And that's going to bring a visit from Steve Smith. 2 straight walks to lead off the game. While we have a moment, I'll selfishly promote on Sunday, or actually may not publish until Monday, but on Sunday we will be recording the Step Up, Make a Difference podcast, Marty Durden and myself, and our guest will be Coach Dusty Perdue, longtime coach at Glenwood, championship coach, and, of course, a member of a coaching royalty family. Both his mom and legendary around these parts. It'll be a good conversation. Join Marty Durden and myself. Join us every week for Step Up, Make a Difference, the podcast. Stepping in is Connor Cox, the designated hitter for the Warriors. First pitch from Hokut, down low. Hokut searching a little bit for that release point. Most of the pitches he's missed with have been low in the zone. The 1-0, that one up high. Jackson Kennedy kind of let that one get out of his hand as he looked like he might be on a pop-a throw down to first base, but never had the chance. 2-0 pitch coming to Cox. Fouled off the right side. Rolls off the top of the clubhouse over there. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Hokut showing good velocity so far. Just trying to home in his release point. There's another strike. Fouled into the net. Batter was late again, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Has not been a ball put in play yet. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him swinging. That was much needed for the senior right-hander. And that'll bring up Carson Carswell, the first baseman for the Warriors. Again, runners at first and second, nobody out. Oh, excuse me, now 1 out. That last hitter struck out, didn't he? So 1 away, runners at first and second. Hokut would like nothing more than a ground ball right at a fielder. The pitch on the outside corner, strike 1. And now it seems that Liam Hokut may be settling in a little bit. The 0-1. That one a little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1. Off the fist, deep in the hole to short, and there's going to be no play. I mean, he hit that one right above his thumbs, and it got in the perfect place. It got over the third baseman's glove and deep in the hole at shortstop. And the shortstop was able to grab it, but because the third baseman had gone to his glove side for the ball, he was not able to get back to the bag for the force out at third, and he wasn't able to set himself and get it across the infield for the out at first. So that's going to load the bases, an infield single. It was an excellent pitch by Hokut. And the first pitch on the way to Cam Brewer, the center fielder, is just off the plate outside for ball 1. Top of the first inning, 1 out. Sacks full of Warriors. The pitch, foul straight back. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Ricky and I were talking before the game. The Atlanta Braves debuting their new City Connects tonight, if you're watching on TV. A variation of their 1980s powder blue style. They are leading the Cleveland Guardians 1-0 in the top of the 4th. 1-1 pitch on the way. Strike on the outside corner at the knees. Excellent pitch. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Got him again. So now Calvary a chance to get out of this inning with no damage at all. Hunter Phillips, the second baseman, is going to have something to say about that for Russell County. That a little bit of a deep breath. The infield can play back now with the bases loaded. And that reduces the chances of a hit squeaking through. And there's a good pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Don't forget, this is the Carroll Purdue State Farm first inning, as we have on all of our contests here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I was by Carroll's office today. Saw everybody except Carroll, I think. And here is a foul ball straight back over our head here up on the hill behind us. And it's 0-2. So perhaps Hokut a pitch away from getting out of this inning with no damage at all. The 0-2 pitch just off the plate inside and just missed Hunter Phillips, to be honest with you. He took a big deep breath after that pitch. I think he thought it had him there for a minute. Time called at the plate by Phillips. One ball, two strikes, two outs. The pitch from Hokut. Down low, ball two. Deuces across the top of the scoreboard out in left center field. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 2-2 pitch. On the outside corner, strike 3 called. So Hokut strikes out the side, the third one of those looking, and Russell County does nothing with the bases loaded and 1 out. So after a half inning, no score for Russell County. Calvary coming to the plate, and we'll be back in a moment here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
For your surprisingly great rates, contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Carol Perdue in Phoenix City today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back here at Calvary, the Master Wall Calvary Game of the Week here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Excellent job by Liam Hokut in the first inning to pitch out of a jam as he walked the first 2 batters of the game, found his rhythm. They got what basically was a serendipitous infield single to load the bases, and then he struck out the final 2 batters of the inning to keep it scoreless. And the Knights will get their first opportunity to go on offense tonight here on their home field. They've made some nice changes around here this year on their field. They've got a new wall in the outfield, raised the height of the right field wall and center field wall. They painted the hitting facility out in left field. A black color. Brand new bleachers behind the plate here with chairback seats. They look great. Really brand new bleachers all the way around on the sides as well. And first pitch to Trip Ellison, the leadoff hitter, is up for ball 1. On the mound tonight for Russell County is Jimmy Lindsay, the left-hander. Ellison, the center fielder, leading off. He takes it inside for ball 2. So Lindsay behind Trip Ellison, 2-0. Good crowd here tonight. The 2-0 pitch at the knees for strike 1 over the outer half. And it's 2 balls and a strike. And he rips that one out to second base, and it's going to go right through the wickets. That ball did not come up for the second baseman, and he did not get his glove down, and it went right through the 5-hole and into right center field, and that'll be an error to lead off, and it brings up Nate Osborne. Ellison came in hitting .333, and Nate Osborne comes in hitting .321 on the season. Throw down behind the runner at first base is not close. And the pitch was a ball up and away. And that throw over to first gets away from the first baseman, but not far enough away for Ellison to advance. Ellison does have 11 stolen bases to lead the Knights. Squaring around is Osborne, and he takes ball 2. That ball was up and away as well. Third baseman in, about 4 or 5 steps into the grass at third base. Osborne will try to probably push this one to the first base side if he can, and he does, and it's going to roll foul. So that'll be 2 balls and a strike. Ellison retreats to first. Osborne will stand back in. Likely going to try to bunt this one again. The 2-1, he squares, and this one hit him. So 2 runners aboard now for Calvary. And Liam Hocutt will stand in. Hocutt hitting .366 on the season. 4 doubles. 8 RBIs. And a swing and a miss. Strike 1. Had a big hack at that one. The pitch. Final up from up at Harris County. Northside 12, Harris County 1. So they avenged the 15-3. Was it 15-3 or 15-4 yesterday? 15-3 loss yesterday. And that one in the dirt inside. Nobody able to advance. And it's 2 balls and a strike now to Liam Hocutt. Lindsey delivers the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Took a little bit off that one. It may have been a breaking ball. It looked like it had some dip to it anyway when it came across the plate. We're a little higher up tonight from our angle, so it's not as easy to see some of the breaking pitches. And that one flied high out to right center field. Ellison tags, and it's dropped, and they're going to get the force at second base. The right fielder dropped the baseball, but it ends up being a fielder's choice, a rare fielder's choice, 9-6 on the putout at second base. And that is the first out. Ellison does get over to third, so there are runners at the corners now. And that actually saves an error right there on the right fielder because they did record an out with the fielder's choice. and it just becomes a fielder's choice in the official scorebook. And maybe that's cheating a little bit, but anyway. You could score that an error if you really wanted to, but they did record an out.
Courtesy running for the Knights, number 11, Braxton Wilkinson.
So Braxton Wilkinson will step in. Actually, they have, oh, this is Brady Reed. Sorry. Braxton Wilkinson is the runner at first for Hokut. And Brady Reed is at the plate, and he takes strike one. And Wilkinson takes second base. Pretty much uncontested. He was off with the pitch, so we'll give him a stolen base. So now runners at second and third with one out. Reed takes that one inside for ball two. 2 balls and a strike. Much like Hokut in the top of the first inning, Lindsay having a little bit of command issue here in the second inning. The 2-1 pitch, fouled back into the padding and up into the net. Liam Anderson on deck, the designated hitter. And Reed stands back in. Two-two pitch. That one fouled out of play back here behind us. And we'll do it again at 2-2. Lindsay into the stretch. Pitch on the way. Up high, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Reed stands back in. Lindsay has his sign. The payoff pitch. Fouled off his foot. And he's wearing a pad on that front foot, and I think that caught most of it, but I think it still caught part of his foot. He's still trying to shake it off a little bit. It might have hit above the pad on his shin, and that really smarts. So we'll do the 3-2 again. Lindsay into the stretch. Payoff pitch. Up high, ball 4. Good at bat by Brady Reed. He works his way to a free pass, and that'll load the bases for Liam Anderson. Anderson hitting .333 on the season. He has a double and a home run and 7 RBIs. And that'll bring a visit from pitching coach for Russell County. Everybody in the infield meeting at the mound. And if you're interested, the Braves and the Guardians are now tied at 1 up in Atlanta.
Number 17, Liam Anderson.
Anderson stands about 6'5" or 6'6". Great kid, great family. Right-handed hitter. First pitch from Lindsay. Up and away, ball 1. One-0 pitch. Just missed him inside. And if anybody watching is following the Masters, you know that defending champion Rory McIlroy had the day of all days today and holds the largest lead ever in the Masters tournament after 2 rounds. And there's ball 3 to Anderson. So he is really in the driver's seat right here. He can be ultra selective because Lindsay's going to have to come in there with something. He's probably going to be taken here on 3-0, but he's still going to be in the driver's seat. The 3-0 pitch. He does take strike 1 on the inner half. And now he can look for something to drive here. Try to get the Knights on the board. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Probably ball 4 right there, if I'm honest. That pitch looked well up in the zone, and it must have looked really good to Liam Anderson. He took a big swipe at it. The 3-2. Fouls that one off. That was in on his hands a little bit. He did a good job of fighting that off. Stays alive. Still only 1 out. So the runners will not be in full motion at first, second, and third. The 3-2 pitch. Ripped. Third baseman gloves it, though. And he's going to record the out over at third, so he's going to get that lead runner coming from second. Heck of a play down there by Christian La Liberté, I think is how you say that. And it does score a run, so an RBI for Anderson. And the second out is recorded, and there are runners at first and second now on the fielder's choice. Liam Anderson hit that about as hard as you could hit it, and it found the glove of La Liberté over at third. 1-0 pitch on the way, fouled off the left side by William Hilton. William, I call him Billy. Had him for a year as a student here in my time at Calvary. Takes that one high. Hilton's mom, Brandy, is a veterinarian here in Columbus, Georgia. The 2-1 on the way. Strike 2. Deuces wild again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The swing, bouncing ball toward the hole on the right side. It's going to be fielded, though, and that'll end the inning. So 1 run on no hits. There was an error, or 2 errors, depending on how you look at it. And there were 2 runners left on base. So after 1 complete inning of play here in the Carroll Purdue State Farm first inning, it is Calvary 1, Russell County nothing. We'll be back in a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Enjoy huge savings on our complete lineup of GMC Sierras and GMC Terrains. Full-size and powerful GMC Sierra at $13,500 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Drive away in the stylish GMC Terrain as low as $395 a month. People from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
Back here at Calvary, Master Wall Game of the Week. And we have a pitching change. Colton Silvestri in, a right-hander, and he replaces Liam Hokut. And he will face catcher Grant Johnson for Russell County. And he takes strike one from Silvestri. Strike two on the outside corner. I believe Hokut might have been either on an inning or a pitch count tonight. He did throw a lot of pitches in that first inning. Might have hit that pitch count. The 0-2 pitch from Silvestri. Swing and a miss, got him. One away, and that'll bring up La Liberté. La Liberté. Made the great play in the bottom of the first. Hits from the left side. Silvestri, first pitch. Swing and a miss. So far, Steve Smith very pleased. This is what you want a relief pitcher to do. Want them to come in and fill up the strike zone. The 0-1 pitch. Little bit low. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And as I said earlier, got to hand it to Calvary. They really improved the look of their baseball field. Swing and a miss. Got him. So 2 straight strikeouts for La Liberté, and actually for Russell County, that is 4 consecutive strikeouts, and 5 out of the last 6 hitters have gone down to the strikeout. And that'll bring up Zane Wynn, the right fielder. Number 9 hitter in the order. He looks at ball 1. Silvestri also working from the stretch. The 1-0 pitch. A little bit high. 2 balls, no strikes. Ricky, have the Clingstones been on the road? How have they done? 2 straight wins. That one fouled back into the screen, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes? No, 2 balls and 1 strike. That was the first strike. And the breaking pitch misses just off the outside corner. 3 balls and a strike now to Zane Wynn. And Ricky and I were talking about the newest alternate jersey that the Clingstones will wear this season. And that one up for ball 4. So a runner aboard here in the second for Russell County as Zane Wynn reaches on the walk, and Van Richards will come back to the plate for the second time. He walked and got as far as third base back in the first inning. But the alternate jersey, they will be the Scramble Dogs. And there's mixed feelings on the jersey design. Mike Jones, the designer of it. And it's supposed to be chili and pickles and onions and different things like that, but to be honest with you, my first look at it, I thought it was chocolate syrup with a bunch of stuff in it. And realized it was Scramble Dogs and said, no, that's not chocolate syrup, that's chili. That's pretty good. Yeah, I can imagine. You just opened up my imagination, Ricky. The 0-1 pitch. Off the plate outside, 1 ball, 1 strike to Van Richards. Absolutely beautiful night. It's getting a little cool now, as it does this time of year. Fouled into the net, and it'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. But we are about to have a run of about 7 straight days in the 80s starting tomorrow. And the nighttime temperatures are still going to be a little bit cool in the 50s, but it's going to be quite warm during the day. And strike 3 called. And for the 2nd inning in a row, Russell County, all 3 outs recorded against Russell County come via the strikeout. So, no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 runner left on base for Russell County in the 2nd inning. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2 here at Calvary. It's Knights 1, Warriors nothing. We'll be back in a moment.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
Back here at Calvary, Masterwall Game of the Week at Calvary. Jackson Kennedy, the catcher, will lead it off for the Knights. And, folks, don't forget, by the way, coming up here in just less than a week, we're going to have spring football. The Columbus Lions Arena football team will open their season, and yours truly and Dave Plata will be on the call. 2 old guys calling some spring football indoors. Going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait. First pitch to Kennedy up in the zone for ball 1. Kennedy rips that one into center field, and that's going to get all the way to the wall. Center fielder took a bad angle on it, and it's going to get through to the wall for a double. And that ball was smoked by Jackson Kennedy. And that'll bring up Sam Hilton, third baseman. And courtesy runner out at second base for the catcher is going to be Bo Reese, excuse me. Bo Reese will be the courtesy runner. He wears number 3. First pitch to Hilton over his head, and going over to third base will be Reese, the courtesy runner. On the wild pitch. A lefty on lefty matchup here between Lindsey and Sam Hilton. Sam is the cousin of William Hilton. And that's ripped down the first baseline, past the bag. And that'll be an RBI single for Sam Hilton. And then here comes a visit to the mound for Russell County. And they are going to bring in a new pitcher here in the second inning. So, Ricky, let's take a break, and we'll tell you about the new pitcher when we come back here on the Master Wall Game of the Week at Calvary in just a moment on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
What's up, everyone? Thrift Behringer here with Master Wall CEO Steve Smithwick. They're one of our first sponsors. We didn't even know what sponsors were 4 years ago when I was doing this off my phone. Thank you so much, Steve, for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Oh, it's something that was needed for so long in the Valley, and me with my history of being a coach and all. Love to support it. You do a great job with that. Even when you were doing it on your phone, it was great.
I appreciate it, man. And again, we wouldn't be able to cover the 50 different high schools and all the different sports without Master Wall and different businesses like yourself. But you're also a coach and now a award-winning author. We have Believer, Bulldog, and Coach. You can get on Amazon right now. You were the winningest basketball coach in Calvary history. What was the mindset behind writing this book?
Well, it's, I kind of treated it as a ministry, and I treat our business as a ministry. Loved what I did as a coach, working with those young guys and trying to set an example and point them in the right direction. And
is Carter Cannon, right-hander, normally a catcher, I believe, for the Warriors. And he will face Jace Smith. Second baseman for the Knights. Runner at first is Sam Hilton. He had the RBI single, making it 2-0. Bunt is down. Good job. Thrower to first, got him. So the sacrifice is successful. And that brings the top of the order back around for Calvary and Trip Ellison. Ellison reached on an error and scored the Knights' first run in the first inning. Ellison, left-handed hitter. First pitch from Cannon. Swing and a miss. Ellison took a big swipe at that one. Was out ahead of it. The 0-1. Inside, ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike. And there's a ball ripped out into the gap in right center field. It's going to get down and get to the wall. Ellison racing around, and he'll pull into second base with a double, and coming in to score will be Sam Hilton. And it's 3-0 Knights. Ball was crushed out into right center field. And that'll bring up Nate Osborne. Three 3-0 now for the Knights, and they're still threatening here in the second inning. First pitch is up to Nate Osborne, right-handed hitter. The 1-0, breaking pitch for a strike from Cannon. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 coming. Outside gets by the catcher, and Ellison is going to move over to third. Two balls and a strike now on Nate Osborne. Somebody doing a little night flying over our head here. And that ball's ripped out to center field by Osborne. It's going to be caught by the center fielder. Tagging and coming in to score will be Trip Ellison. So a sacrifice fly from Nate Osborne. Drives that one out to center field, and it's 4-0 Calvary now. And that'll bring up Liam Hokut. He's going to re-enter the lineup to hit here. So that means we're probably going to have another new pitcher at the end of this inning. But we'll see if Hokut enters the defensive lineup this time. They could put the new pitcher in for some other spot in the order or bring him from one of the fielding positions. So we'll see what Steve Smith does. First pitch to Hokut, check swing, strike. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1. Strike 2 on the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Hokut takes that one high. He thought it hit him, I guess. Fouls that one off at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch. Popped up in the infield. Second baseman calls for it and makes the play. And Hokut got hit by the sniper, rounding first base. He took a spill. He's okay. So 3 outs in the inning, but 3 runs across for Calvary on 3 hits. There were no errors and nobody left on base. So we go to inning number 3. It is 4-0 Calvary. We'll be back in a moment on the Master Wall Calvary Game of the Week.
Houlihan serves fresh, handcrafted dishes made just the way you like them. Juicy burgers, sizzling steaks, crisp salads, and shareable appetizers set the table for every appetite. Relax with friends, celebrate special moments, or enjoy a casual night out. Houlihan's delivers great food, great drinks, and great times, with 2 locations in Columbus, downtown at the Marriott Hotel and on Sidney Simons Boulevard at the Doubletree Hotel.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And we're back here at Calvary. We're figuring out the puzzle of the lineup. As Liam Hokut does remain in the game at first base. And new pitcher is Braxton Wilkinson. And it looks like, if we've got this figured out, that he is in the spot in the lineup of Brady Reed. And that means Brady Reed could re-enter like Hokut did. First pitch is ball one, up and away. Wilkinson, a right-hander. Now, Ricky, I did do a game here at Calvary earlier this year, and I believe a different pitcher pitched every inning. That one's going to be out of play on top of the clubhouse over here on the first base side. So it's not new to me here. It's nice to have that many pitchers, to be honest with you. It's a luxury a lot of people don't have. One and one to the hitter. That one's outside, and this is, by the way, E.J. Richards at the plate for Russell County. 2 balls and a strike now. The pitch, outside, ball 3, 3 balls and a strike. That one got away from Jackson Kennedy back there. The 3-1, down low. Oh, no, excuse me. Umpire a little delayed on that call, but it was strike 2 at the knees, and it's 3 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him. One away. And that is the 7th strikeout in 2 1/3 innings. So actually, something unusual here, Ricky. Every out recorded by Calvary has been a strikeout. And that's going to break that string right here. Hokut calls for it and makes the catch. 2 away. And that'll bring up Carson Carswell. He has the only hit of the night for Russell County on the infield single back in the first inning. Pitch on the way. Breaking pitch. Good one. Strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2. Outside corner at the knees. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. bounces up there, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wilkinson stands on. He has the sign. The 1-2 pitch. Down low. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. We're in the top of the 3rd inning here at Calvary. Masterwall Game of the Week. Knights lead at 4-0. The pitch. Did he go? He did. The umpire says he don't even check with his partner. He says he went around. And another strikeout. That's 8 strikeouts for Calvary pitching in the game. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base in the 3rd inning for Russell County. And we'll take a break here as the Knights lead 4-0 over the Warriors. We'll be back in a moment.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Leading off for Calvary in the bottom of the 3rd, number 23, Brady Reed.
All right, we're back here at Calvary, and I was waiting on the PA announcer to make that announcement. And Brady Reed, who we believe Braxton Wilkinson was in for, has re-entered the game now. And he possibly could be going to the mound when we come back out for the next inning. We'll see. He does pitch. But he's back in the game and stands in. Fouls that one off the right side. And it's 0-1. Carter Cannon, breaking pitch, bounced out to second base, fielded. The throw over. And Reed is retired for the first out of the 3rd inning. And that brings up Liam Anderson. Anderson reached on a fielder's choice. Back in the 1st inning. Cannon. First pitch, swing and a miss by Anderson. The 0-1. Fouled off the right side. Nice play down there by the dugout by Scott Scoggins. Caught that one off the net. He still got it. Son of Phil Scoggins. And the breaking pitch gets a piece of Liam Anderson, and he'll be at first base. That'll bring up William Hilton. Hilton grounded to second, his first at bat to end the 1st inning. Hilton enters the game at .438 on the season. Leading hitter on the team for Calvary. Ball 1 to him. Cannon stands on the pitch. Up high, ball 2. Cannon taking his time, and Hilton is going to call timeout. Long pause right there by Carter Cannon. Now back in. He has the sign. The 2-0 pitch, up and away, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes now to William Hilton. And Ricky, wasn't it you and I that were together here early in the season? Kind of a long night. There's strike 1 to William Hilton. This one is starting to kind of crawl to a turtle's pace. The 3-1 pitch. Fly ball, foul territory on the left side, and it's a foul ball. Nobody could get to it. We're blocked out by the buildings right there, the dugout and the press box. And so we had no idea what was going on the other side over there, but waited for the umpire's call. And it is now 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cannon stretch, and the payoff pitch. Fouled away. And that was very close to catcher interference. Oh, move over to first, a quick one. Anderson's back. He will be going again on the pitch, most likely. He is off, and Hilton fouls it off again. And this time we do have catcher's interference. It was a late swing by Hilton, but the catcher got his glove kind of out front there. And it is, I thought he hit the mitt the previous one, but he definitely hit it that time. And that's a delayed dead ball. It's not an automatic call for those of you who don't know. Suppose Hilton had contacted the mitt and then hit a ball in the gap or hit a home run, they would get to choose the result of the play or going to first base freely. And there's strike 1 on the outside corner. And so they always wait until the play plays out. That time it was pretty easy because it was a foul ball. And he's at first base. Breaking pitch again for strike 2. Let's see if he throws that breaking pitch one more time. Kennedy, pretty good hitter. He does, and it stays up. That was another good-looking pitch. That one just stayed high coming across, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. The pitch off the outside corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes now. The 2-2 over his head, and both runners leave. They got huge breaks right there, so a double steal. That puts runners at second and third now. The pitch. And that one dinged him, I believe, on that elbow pad. So another hit batter. Second one of the inning and the third one of the game for Calvary. And this will be a visit from the pitching coach. And they are going to make a change here, so we'll take a break. And we'll come back and tell you about the new pitcher in just a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And we are back here at Calvary. And pitching change for the Warriors. And moving from third base to the mound is Christian LaLiberte, right-hander. And Carter Cannon's going to just move over to third base. And LaLiberte just completed his warm-up pitches. Maybe he has one more. Nope, he's done. Sam Hilton, who had an RBI single back in the second inning, will stand in with the sacks full of Knights. They could break this game open here with a little bit more offensive output. LaLiberte is going to have something to say about that. And a timeout call by the catcher. They got to make sure they're together on the signs here. Now everybody's on the same page. First pitch from LaLiberte. On the inside corner. Nice little arm side movement right there. Moved that one back across the plate. Looked like it was going to be inside. And it was, in fact, on the corner. 4-1. The 0-1, bouncing ball out to second base. They're going to go to second, and he beats it. It was a high bouncer, and probably the smartest play would have just been to get the out at first base. He tried to turn and go back to the bag at second, but he does not record an out. So it is a fielder's choice for Hilton and an RBI. And no out recorded there. And that'll bring up Jay Smith. Let's see. We're going to have a defensive change here, as going out to second base is going to be excuse me while I pull out my lineup card. Couch. I do not know Mr. Couch's first name. He's written in on the lineup card. A young player. So Couch now in at second base. And then here comes a run in on a wild pitch. As William Hilton crosses the plate. Runners now at second and third. And Jay Smith has a 1-0 count. La Liberté in the stretch. The 1-0 hits him. Didn't hit him hard there, came mainly off his uniform, but that's going to reload the bases, and that is the third hit batter of the inning and fourth of the game. And it'll bring up Trip Ellison with a chance to do some more damage here. He doubled home a run back in the second inning. Trenton Couch is the second baseman. Thank you for that. And Ellison bounces that one just outside the bag at first for a foul ball. 6-0 Knights lead. They have the bases loaded, only one out here in the bottom of the third. 2 runs across so far. And the leadoff hitter in the order, Trip Ellison at the plate. Ellison, a .333 hitter coming into tonight. The 0-1. Low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch bounces up there inside. Ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 fouled off the left side up toward the parking lot. Stay away from my truck. I'm parked up that way, Ricky. Two-two pitch on the way. Bounced foul over toward the on-deck circle. And we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Base is full. Calvary trying to rally here and blow it open. The pitch. There's a fly ball out to left center field. Left fielder calls for it. It tails back to him. Runner tags from third, and he will be safe. So a sacrifice fly. Second out of the inning. And Nate Osborne will come to the plate. Runners at first and second base with 2 outs. Osborne so far tonight has been hit by a pitch and had a sacrifice fly, so he is officially 0 for 0 at the plate tonight. With an RBI. And he looked at ball 1. The 1-0 pitch up high, 2 balls, no strikes. Seven nothing here, Calvary. We're in the bottom of the third inning. And Osborne hit again. This time up around the head or neck area. And none of these are anyways near intentional, but that is the 4th hit batter of this inning and 5th of the game. And the bases are reloaded. And Danny Danielson comes out to the mound, and we're going to have a pitching change. So, Ricky, let's take a break, and we'll come back. We'll tell you about the pitching change when we return on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And we're back here at Calvary. New pitcher is Carson Carswell. He's going to come from first base over to the mound. And, okay, folks, pay attention because we're going to have a test later, okay? La Liberté is going to move back to third base, and Carter Cannon, is going to cross the diamond to first base. So remember that. Carswell on the mound. Cannon moves from third to first. La Liberté goes from the mound back to third, and there will be a test. So here we go. Standing in is Liam Hokut with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. And he is the 9th hitter to come to the plate here in the third inning. So they're going, if he gets a hit, it's going to mess up my scorebook. But that'll be okay. The pitch, swing and a miss, and he had a swipe at that one. It was up in the zone. He took a big hack at it, came up empty, and it's 0-1. Yeah, oh yeah. The 0-1 pitch, down low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Hokut would like to barrel one up right here if he could extend this lead. The 1-1. He does barrel one up, but he was way out in front of it and lines it over there on the bushy bank. Used to be a bunch of pine trees on that bank, Ricky. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Carswell trying to get out of this inning. There's a bouncing ball foul. And so far, Hokut out in front of Carswell on those last 2 pitches. Into the stretch. The 1-2 on the way. Breaking pitch, strike 3 called, and Liam Hokut knew it. So 3 runs on no hits. There were no errors and 3 runners left on base. So we go to the top of the 4th inning. It is Calvary 7, Russell County nothing. We'll be back in a moment on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3. Woo!
Different clubs to do it in.
5.
Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Here we are.
And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this. Come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with third row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile.
Back here at Calvary, and as we theorized earlier, Brady Reed has stayed in the game and gone to the mound. And let's see. Looks like pretty much everybody else has stayed the same. That might be a new left fielder, but I'm not 100% sure. We'll find out when they come to the plate. So Reed about to complete his warm-up pitches. And complete darkness now, and the sun has disappeared for the night, and it has gotten noticeably cooler here at Calvary. I'm glad I remembered to bring my jacket, because I would have been miserable. I'm one of those people, Ricky, that does not like cold. I would rather be sweating and complaining about it than be cold. So leading off here in the top of the fourth inning is Cam Brewer, the center fielder for the Warriors. And he'll face Brady Reed. Reed going to try to see if he can keep the streak alive of at least 2 strikeouts per inning by the previous pitchers. And that one is ball 1 in the dirt. Ready to play again. Reed misses on the outer half out there, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. Interesting delivery for Reed. He's kind of facing the hitter and then goes into the stretch position for his delivery. That one fouled back. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Ricky Rogers going to do a little double duty tonight. He's going to come on and do a little color for the rest of the game.
Can't leave you out on an island by yourself, Mike.
The 2-1 pitch from Reed. Outside, ball 3.
Reed's been one of their more dependable pitchers.
He has.
Season.
He's very deliberate, and you know that's been really a trademark of all the pitchers for Calvary. They're very deliberate. They don't get in a hurry. And there's a swing and a miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
He's a young man that loves baseball. Played with my son growing up. Played on a couple of all-star teams together, and he's always been a down and dirty baller, really.
The 3-2 pitch fouled back into the net. We'll do it again. Yeah, Brady, in my first year at Calvary, he was an 8th grader. Had him in class. Got to know him a little bit. Great sense of humor, too.
Mm-hmm. Got great parents.
The payoff pitch. Breaking pitch, strike 3. That was a good one. He broke that one off, froze Cam Brewer. And that'll bring up Trenton Couch, second baseman. Got a nice compliment from his counselor, knows Ricky, when he came in the game. That's how we found out his first name, as he is a younger player.
It's quite possibly his first varsity action.
He looks at ball 1, low and away.
If you think back, as your son was growing up and mine were growing up, those first at bats, I don't know who's more nervous, the parents or the player.
Exactly. A lot of butterflies both ways, that's for sure. And
there we go.
He fists that one out to second base, pops it up. Got it in play. It was right off the handle of the bat, and he pops up to second base.
You got to feel good about that. You got to feel good about at least making contact.
Oh, no doubt.
Facing, I believe Brady's a senior.
Yes, sir. He is.
So
that'll bring up Grant Johnson, the catcher. He struck out in his only other plate appearance back in the second inning. There's strike 1. And knowing some of his teammates, Ricky, over in the Calvary dugout, if Brady Reed doesn't get a strikeout right here and keep the streak of 2 strikeouts, and he's liable to get booed on the way back to the dugout.
The student section here at Calvary can be kind of brutal, too.
They can be. They've been a little subdued tonight. A lot of them, I think, got cold and might have drifted somewhere else, like a car or house. 1-1 on the way. Fouled back into the net, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I helped a friend out with an estate sale a few weeks ago, and we had a gentleman come up, and his wife was shopping, and he sat down on the porch with us, and come to find out it was Mr. Wilhite.
Oh, how about
Reverend
that?
Wilhite. He talked to us about back in the day, leaving church, having a change of clothes with him, and he would run home 6.1 miles. He said he could do it in 60 minutes.
Wow.
After preaching.
2 balls, 2 strikes. That's something. And that one just misses outside. 3-2 now. Stayed down a little bit. And another payoff pitch on the way. The 3-2 up for ball 4. So a base runner. And Russell County's had a base runner, at least a base runner, in all but 1 inning. Only 1 3-up, 3-down inning. That was the 3rd.
And you said earlier in the broadcast when we were opening up, this was not the season either team imagined themselves having.
Right.
Russell County has made vast improvements since last season, and they're still young. Several of their seniors actually are not starters on the team, so they are going to be able to build on what's been a decent season, starting with their very first game where they beat Calvary in extra innings, walk-off wild pitch. So Calvary was no doubt looking for some revenge tonight.
Schaffner is the courtesy runner at first base for the catcher, and La Liberté is the hitter. Okay, here's the test. What position is he playing defensively now?
He went to third, I believe.
He did. You got it right, Ricky. Ding, ding, ding. You win. And the 0-1 pitch is around the plate, but a ball. And it's 1-1.
And I believe Russell County, they played Rehoboth this week.
Mm-hmm. There's
maybe,
strike two.
Maybe in a spot in this game where they're a little short on arms, available arms, and that would be the reason for the musical chairs and some young kids getting some playing time tonight. This is not an airy game. It's not going to affect anything if they lose it.
The 1-2 off the outside corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And I seem to remember last year, Ricky, I think I had a Saturday game between Russell County and Calvary, and it was like just a fun game. Neither one of them took it very seriously. It didn't mean anything in either one of them's standings. And there's a hit up the middle, and it gets through. Second base hit of the game, and La Liberté gets the single. And that'll put a pair of runners on. Perfectly placed.
La Liberté is another player on this Russell County team that I've called several of their games this season, and he's not one that I've called often. So it does look like Coach Danielson is allowing some of these younger guys to get some valuable playing time. And I don't care what Calvary's record says. When you're playing a team that's coached by Steve Smith, you got to be on your toes, and you're going to learn something. You're going to win and learn, or you're going to lose and learn.
Yep. And Darrell Williams has entered the lineup for Russell County, and he is at the plate. He's hitting for Zane Wynn. He might have come into right field last inning for Wynn, and there's a swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. We have 2 outs. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Russell County runners at first and second. Reed, that one, wild pitch, is going to advance the runners to second and third. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Darrell Williams.
I know Calvary is returning from, I believe this is their first week back from spring break. First full week back, and now these bleachers in front of us were installed during their spring break. Coach Smith used to take them all over the place to play in spring.
Yep, I know when my son played here, we went down to IMG Academy and played in a tournament down there. That one is up, 4 ball, 2. 2 balls and a strike.
I think I remember hearing they may have gone to Wilmington, North Carolina this year for spring break to play, so.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Excuse me. Sounded like a preteen there. A little voice crack. The 2-2 pitch, up high, ball 3.
You know, for years, a high school team would come to play Calvary, and they looked forward to it because hitting home runs were so easy. I think they've kind of eliminated that. It's still kind of a short field.
It is. They've heightened that wall out there, though, and made it a little bit more difficult, and there's ball 4.
It's stair steps
to
up
Williams
from left field.
And they've actually made the wall in left field the monster of the building. So they did increase the distance down the left field line a little bit. There used to be a fence in front of the building out there, and now the outfield wall is the wall of the building.
One thing about Coach Smith is he takes a lot of pride in the facilities here.
He really does.
It almost seems like he tries to do something every year to improve, either for fans with the addition of the new bleachers, but he definitely always works on something on the field, the playing surface. And Calvary's baseball field is one I enjoy coming to call games, especially from this vantage point and not being right above home plate.
Right. Yeah, I remember the big deal was when these lights arrived and became working, LED lights, really quality out here. And then they smoothed out the field, Ricky. There used to be a big drop-off, you might remember, out there around where the second baseman plays. And there's a fly ball that's going to be shallow right behind second base. Calling for it is the second baseman. He has it, and that'll end the inning. So Russell County not able to push anything across there in the 4th inning. So there were no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and 3 runners left on base. And we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Calvary 7, Russell County nothing. We'll be back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Georgia Alabama Sports Live wants to say thank you to Zaxby's for their continued partnership with us for over the last couple years since we started this. Your partnership has meant the world for us to give you premier coverage for all the local sporting events around the Chattahoochee Valley area. And specifically, I want to thank Judson Humphreys, my good friend, and the Phoenix City location, being with us from the very beginning, man.
Absolutely. Well, we just appreciate what y'all do in the community for these student athletes, and we just want to be a part of it.
Whether it's tailgating, parties, or you just want a quick bite to eat, come to the Phoenix City Zaxby's location and tell them Georgia Alabama Sports Live and Thrift sent you. Thank you again to Judson Humphreys and Zaxby's for our continued partnership on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
At Planet Fitness, there's strength in numbers. The number of different workouts to do.
1, 2, 3.
Different clubs to do it in. Friends to do it with.
Looking good, everybody.
Yeah, we are. And the number of ways to recover from it all.
You got this, come on.
And it all adds up to one membership. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Access any location, bring a friend anytime, and recover in the Black Card Spa.
One more, everybody.
We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
And welcome back into the bottom of the fourth inning. The Knights have gone into the dugout and grabbed their bats and going to step in to see what they can do against Carson Carswell, the pitcher for Russell County. Brady Reed's going to start it off. Came in last inning as the pitcher. Pitched a very good game, a very good inning thus far. Mike Peacock has stepped away to have a quick conversation. So I am Ricky Rogers. I'm happy to cover for him. 9:30 on a Friday night. We're playing some baseball, and if you're like me, you can't get enough, so I welcome it. First pitch to Reed on the inside edge of the plate, 4-1. Couple of updates from around Major League Baseball. Braves on top of the Guardians, 9-3. Reed skies that one towards first base, and the play is made by Cannon, who's at first base. It's going to bring Liam Anderson to the plate for the Knights. Braves are up 9-3, and the Columbus Clingstones taking care of business over in Montgomery with a 6-3 lead over Montgomery. Clingstone's taking advantage of some wild pitches, home runs, good base running all together. So it's positive news for our Clingstones. To open the season here in Columbus at 0-3 and then to go on the road to Montgomery, and they've taken 3 from Montgomery. So positive news on that front.
Are you saying they feasted on biscuits?
They are feasting on biscuits. I can't wait to see the biscuits and scrambled dogs.
How about that?
Also can't forget the Copas de Frescas.
Yes.
The Clingstones tribute to fountain drinks. For Copa, which is roughly translated to fun cup.
Yes. So, and ripped up the middle, Liam Anderson with the single. His first hit of the night. He had reached back in the third inning on a hit by pitch and scored, and reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning. And that'll bring up William Hilton, leading hitter on the team. Got on catcher's interference and scored last inning. As Calvary tries to rally again here in the fourth.
Mike, you and I have been able to call 3 games this week.
Yeah,
be on
back to back to back. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
That Wednesday game with Smith Station was a fantastic game to watch.
Really good game.
Smith Station came back to take the game yesterday, and I have not seen what they were able to do today in Opelika. I know they were looking for a sweep. Two other young programs here in our area.
The 1-1 pitch. Anderson goes, and he's going to get in there with the stolen base. Two balls and a strike to Hilton.
Anderson is not heavy by any means, but he's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
He got a good jump there.
Another one of those great kids from a great family. The 2-1. Fly ball, shallow in left. Left fielder coming on, and thankfully he puts on the brakes because he was coming hard and the shortstop was under it.
Another player on this team I'm quite fond of, Nate Osborne, who has worked with us some here with Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Says this is what he wants to do.
Nate's a super kid. You know, he's nephew of Brian Osborne, the longtime football coach here at Calvary. And just a super young man, great student. Just kind of a model kid and student here at Calvary. He takes a breaking pitch for a strike.
I played baseball with Brian Osborne growing up at Eastern Little League. His dad was our coach in A-ball.
That one outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, Brian, a good friend, doing a great job up at Community Christian. Athletic director, coaching baseball, coach girls basketball. That ball ripped foul down the third base side.
Not coaching football anymore.
Not coaching football. But he filled in and stepped in and coached basketball. I think girls basketball, and maybe helped with varsity boys and some of that. And then saw a picture of him the other day in uniform coaching baseball.
Nice.
That swing and a miss. They got to throw him out at first, and they do. And that's 3 away. Liam Anderson kind of played with him a little bit, tried to get in a rundown after the third out. That would have been kind of funny. So, no runs on a hit in the 4th inning for the Knights of Calvary. And we go to the top of the 5th. It's still 7-0 Calvary. We'll be back on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Going on right now at Glenn Smith and Opelika.
Both Chevy Silverado and Traverse are ready for you. Get supplier pricing today on all new Chevy Silverado 1500s with up to $13,500 off. Or get a loaded Traverse, the roomy Chevy SUV with 3rd row seating, and enjoy up to $6,000 off.
Buy today and make no payments for 120 days.
Smart people from all over the USA buy from Glenn Smith Chevrolet.
Get ready to smile.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible. To be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And then you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Back here at Calvary, Masterwall Game of the Week. And on to pitch, left-hander Braylon Frierson for the Knights. His characteristic long locks. And he's had them ever since I've ever known anything about him. He's had the long hair.
His locks are long enough to maybe make Thrift Behringer a little
I was going to
jealous.
say, I was just about to say the exact same thing. It probably make Thrift Behringer a little envious.
And Richard Holdridge is trying to get there.
I hear. I heard that rumor. Haven't seen Richard in a little while, but I heard he was growing the mop out. So Frierson on here in the top of the fifth. First pitch on the way to E.J. Richards is fouled off the right side. Out of play.
Both E.J. and Van Richards both have hit monster home runs for Russell County this season. They've both kind of been a little quiet at the plate this evening.
It's 9-5 Atlanta. Those of you who are following the Braves. Strike two called at the knees. And it is no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Bounced up there, ball 1.
When you guys record Step Up with Coach Purdue, you're going to have to get him to tell you some thrift stories.
Oh, there's no telling what kind of stories we can get Dusty Purdue to tell us. He's got a load of them. Anytime you've been around as long as he has doing this and with the family that he has, you're going to have some stories. And that is a check swing strikeout for E.J. Richards. And the first out of the inning. And that'll bring up Connor Cox, the designated hitter.
And big arm for Russell County, Connor Cox is. Junior, a lot to build on. Leads the team, lowest ERA on the team. And helps himself out at the plate usually when he pitches as well. So
the pitch from Frierson, low and in, ball 1.
Just got to speak to his dad, Michael, who's a member of the coaching staff at Russell County.
The pitch from Frierson, down low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to Connor Cox.
Another thing about Calvary is, they've got that get off the bus kind of scary look to them.
Yeah.
Between Hokut and Anderson, Frierson's not short by any means.
Not at all. Nate Osborne, a good-looking athlete. Brady Reed, good-sized kid. They've got some size. They've got the look about them.
No doubt the older guys are probably quite down about the way this season has played out, but there's only one way to cure that, and that's to finish strong.
2-1 pitch on the outside corner, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This is a very good indication, hopefully, of where the rest of their season is headed. Reel off a couple of wins, get into the playoffs, and make some noise there.
Yeah, get a little confidence going. They are in a tough region with Brookstone and Pacelli. Strong Rock, I think, has a decent team.
I mentioned on the Georgia-Alabama Sports Live show, I would never count out a baseball team led by Coach Steve Smith.
No. He has a knack for getting it out of him. The 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3. 2 away. Pitch up in the zone, and that'll bring up Carswell. Now the pitcher. First pitch from Frierson. Just off the plate inside. The 1-0. Ripped out to center field, but Trip Ellison tracks that one down. Well, he gave it a ride and barreled it up. But Ellison had a great break on the ball and was waiting on it when it nestled into the leather out there. And that's the third out of the inning. And for only the second time in the game, it is a 1-2-3 inning for Russell County with no base runners. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. It's 7-0. We go to the bottom of the fifth here at Calvary.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
And we're back here at Calvary. Sam Hilton will lead it off.
Hilton set a pretty decent night at the plate, I believe.
He is 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. He had an RBI on a fielder's choice and an RBI single, and he has scored a run. His brother Jackson signed with Auburn and then ended up at Chattahoochee Valley, and I'm not sure if he's still playing or if he had an injury, but good left-handed pitcher. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball kind of moved away from him there.
Speaking of Auburn, the tear that the McCrane brothers are on there is incredible.
Really is. And, you know, Auburn's kind of hit a little bump in the road. They got run ruled earlier this week by Jacksonville State. Now, that may sound funny, but Jacksonville State, Ricky, is a very, very good baseball team. And they took it out on Auburn. Auburn was a little flat coming off winning 2 out of 3 against Arkansas, and you can't come in flat against Jacksonville State.
It's one of the beauties of the game of baseball. Anybody can win on any given day.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Perfect evidence of that. Harris County molly-whopping Northside yesterday. And then Northside coming back and returning the favor today.
Sam Hilton hits that one, rolls it to second base. Quick throw. It gets away from the first baseman. Little collision down there at the bag. And he will be safe. Throw was kind of in the dirt, got away from the first baseman. The first baseman went into the line to field it, and they had a collision there. And Hilton will reach on the error. And, Ricky, I can multitask. I was petting the dog and enjoying it while that play went on. So nobody would know that except the people who were around here.
Well, the young man behind me just gave me a great new term I'm going to start using. He got boomsticked.
He got boomsticked.
I'll have to check with my kids to see what that means.
Well, I'm going to use that on a hit. You know, yeah. That ball was boomsticked. That's pretty good.
One thing about being here at Calvary, we are out with all the fans. So everything you hear is the kids running and playing, the fans cheering. We're right on top of them out here. And yes, The dogs come by.
The dogs come by and see us. Yeah. Beautiful golden retriever next to us. Very friendly. 1 ball, 1 strike to Jay Smith. And he hits that one out to center field, and it's going to fall for a hit. And there'll be runners at first and second. That one just kept sinking. Center fielder was not playing deep at all, but it just kept sinking with a lot of topspin on it and got down before he could get to it. And Trip Ellison back up now, leadoff hitter.
That's a player they're resting tonight. Harley Schaffner's their normal center fielder for Russell County. I haven't heard his name at all.
He actually was a courtesy runner.
Okay.
Earlier for the catcher, I believe.
I haven't seen Ryder Kiesel here, who's a fantastic player for Russell County either. So no doubt Coach Danielson getting some of those guys a well-deserved rest before they wrap up region play or area play next week. I've actually got 2 of their games next week.
The 0-1 pitch to Ellison is called strike 2 at the knees on the inside corner. The 0-2 pitch way outside, and the runners are good. They're going to throw down there, and it goes into left field. And coming home is going to be Hilton on the errant throw from the catcher. That's going to make it 8-0. The ball came back hard off the backstop here, and the catcher tried to make the throw to third, but sailed it a little bit. It got into left field and allowed Sam Hilton to come in to score. And down at second base is Jay Smith. So the error leads to the run. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Trip Ellison.
The typical catcher is playing first base today.
And also pitched a couple innings. Two on the way. And that was a little hit and run there as Jay Smith took off to steal third. And Trip Ellison turned on one and fouled it off.
I've commented during coverage of their games before. The catcher, traditional catcher for Russell County, his last name of Cannon. That's a fantastic name for a catcher.
Yes, it is. Especially if he's got one.
That's right.
Ellison stands back in. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 5th. A high fly ball deep center field, way back and off the wall. And Ellison is not going to make it to second base. The runner, Jay Smith, had to hold up out there, not knowing if the ball would be caught, and he was so close to a home run there. So it'll be a long single for Trip Ellison. And Nate Osborne will come to the plate with runners at the corners and nobody out.
Maybe the Clingstones saved him a biscuit. He needs 1 extra in the morning, Mom and Dad. Probably the deepest part of this field, too, where it hit. Close to it, at least.
Close to it. Osborne off with the pitch. They throw down. He's going to be safe. Excuse me, that was Ellison, not Osborne. Osborne at the plate. Now, chance to do something here, do a little damage. The 1-0 pitch. Hit off the end of the bat to second base. That's going to get a run home. And that'll make it 9-0, and it's going to get the other runner over to third base. So the RBI for Nate Osborne on the ground out. And 1 away, and that brings up Hokut. Hokut on the night. reached on a fielder's choice, stole a base in the first inning, popped to second, and has struck out looking. And this is going to get away from the catcher, and here comes run number 10, scoring for Calvary, and that is your ball game. That'll be the game winner as the wild pitch brings home run number 10. So, Ricky, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and name the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game when we return here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
Hi, my name is Griff Gordy, and here at Gordy Eye Care, we have been serving the Bi-City community for 17 years. As a former state championship quarterback, I love the fact that I can watch local high school athletics from the comfort of my own home. So it was a no-brainer to support Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and what they do for young athletes in our area.
And without business like yourself, Gordy Eye Care, none of our coverage would be possible to be able to cover the 16 different high schools, the local colleges, and professional teams. So we'd like to say thank you to you, Dr. Griff Gordy and Gordy Eye Care, for your support of Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And you can make an appointment today at Gordy Eye Care with the number 334-291-5125. Keep supporting Gordy Eye Care and keep watching Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.
And back here at Calvary, wrap things up tonight. Calvary moves to 8-12 on the season with the 10-0 win over Russell County. And our Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game is going to go to Calvary Knights center fielder Trip Ellison. Ellison was 2 for 3 on the night with a sacrifice fly, 2 RBIs, a stolen base, and 3 runs scored. So he was the table setter and a source for RBIs tonight as well for Coach Steve Smith and the Knights as they take this 10-0 win over Russell County. I hope you folks have enjoyed being with us as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. Please keep us on your computers and on your TVs as we go about the rest of the season. We'll be back in action here with a lot of games, a full slate of games next week here on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live. And we are proud to be able to bring that to you, and it's because of our great sponsors that we're able to do that. So please frequent our sponsors. You see our ads during the game. Go by and tell those sponsors how much you appreciate what they do for Georgia-Alabama Sports Live and therefore what they do for high school athletics here in this area. For our producer, Ricky Rogers, and part-time color man tonight, Ricky Rogers, I'm Mike Peacock. We'll see you next time, everybody, on Georgia-Alabama Sports Live.